What is going on, guys? Middi here, and today I'm going to be telling you the best Warzone class that you're going to be using today. Now, for a lot of you that are new here and it's a free-to-play game, you probably don't know a lot of these perks. Now, for a lot of you that don't know this, and you go to the cash point and you got $6,000, you can basically buy a supply drop, you can throw this down and collect it, and when you open this up, you're going to get your loadout that you've already made and that you use in multiplayer. Now, the perks do actually work a little bit different here, and this is so far the only way to get perks on the game. So the only way you're going to get it is by throwing one of these supply drops down and collecting your class. Now, I'm just going to go through some of the perks because they have changed and they do different things. Some of them are not effective and some of them are. So I'm just going to tell you two classes that I use and that you should be using as well. So as you can see, a lot of these perks have been modified. First, you got double time, double the duration of tactical sprint, and increased crouch movement speed by 30%. Quite good if you're sprinting about and you want to get to long distances fast, or if you just like creeping up on people, the crouch is going to help with that. Next, you've got E.O.D, which is going to take reduced damage from non-killstreaks, explosives and fire. So this is not going to protect you from precision airstrikes or clusters, but people that spam nades, claymores and bouncing betties, this is definitely going to help as well, just to sponge that. Completely your choice here what you want to pick. Next on the list, you got Scavenger, which is resupply ammo from dead players. Personally, for me, I wouldn't even bother with this. When you kill someone, they're going to drop a crap ton of ammo for you anyway, so the fact that you're having this perk seems a bit of a waste. Next, you got Cold-Blooded, which is undetectable by AI targeting systems and thermal optics, does not trigger high alert warning. Definitely probably one of the best perks to have on right now. I mean, people that use recon drones, they're not going to be able to spot you. They can see you, but they can't actually tag you for the rest of the team to see. And the AI targeting system, I'm pretty sure with the precision airstrike, that is an AI targeting system. I'm not 100%, but I think it might not target you. Also, this doesn't trigger high alert warning. I use high alert all the time, and that would completely catch me off guard, and people that use thermal. So this is definitely the first perk that I would consider having on. Next, you got Kill Chain, but in Warzone, it says it increases your chance of finding kill streaks in supply boxes. Now, supply boxes are the blue or the orange ones. The blue ones are scattered out pretty much everywhere. So if you're someone who doesn't want to build up a load of cash and you want to get a little bit lucky and you loot a lot, then definitely consider having this, because you're going to find, it doesn't really say the percentage which is going to get increased of your chances of finding it, but I have noticed when I had this on, I was finding them pretty easy, like 1 in 4 or 1 in 3 chests I was getting a kill streak, so definitely consider having it on. Next, you've got Quick Fix, which is killing players immediately starts health regeneration. Personally, your health already regenerates in Warzone. Possibly if you're fighting someone and you're about to fight someone else straight away, this would help. But to me, it just seems like a bit of a waste, and you can just use a stim instead to get your health full up again. Definitely for me, I'd say either have Kill Chain on or Cold-Blooded. Now moving over to perk 2, you're going to get Restocked, which the Warzone only change is recharge equipment over 50 seconds. Maybe if you're using loads of claymores or frags, you can consider using this, but that's every 50 seconds, so you're not going to be able to get your equipment back straight away. But the fact that if you're using stun grenades and, I don't know, like a Semtex or throwing knife even. Next, you got Hardline, which is going to give you 25% off on prices for kill streaks, field upgrades and armor plates. Basically just going to give you money off on the buy store. So if you're someone that spends a lot, could consider having one of the teammates with this, so everything is cheaper. I mean, you can give money to other players, so you could have one guy that buys a lot of stuff and have this perk on. Next, you've got Overkill, which is carry 2 primary weapons. Probably another one of the best one here. I'd say there's 2 good ones. You got High Alert and Overkill. Overkill, you can have an assault rifle and a sniper on. You're pretty much covered for all fights that you're going to get in. We could have an SMG instead. Probably the other perk that I normally have on as well is High Alert. Your vision pulses when enemies outside of your view see you. So imagine you're running along, you're in a field and someone's targeting sniper or any gun. You're instantly going to get this indication here, which is going to tell you in the direction where someone is aiming at you. And there's been tons of times where, you know, I've killed a guy, it said squad wiped, and I go to revive someone, and then this pings up and I'm actually able to get a little head on someone and actually try and kill them. So this perk is extremely good. But if the other player has their loadout and they've got Cold-Blooded on, then this is going to counter it. That is the only issue, so just be warned when using it. Okay, next you got Ghost. So pretty much what Ghost is going to do is undetectable by UAV and heartbeat sensors. So a lot of people, not yet, but I reckon in the future, are going to start using heartbeat sensor and realise that it's actually quite overpowered. You can see people in distances, or you can see where a camper is. And the fact that people use UAVs on this game as well for the streak, you don't see them too often, but late game, when people use these, they're extremely overpowered. If you're someone that just doesn't like getting spotted by UAVs or heartbeats, you can put Ghost on and get the advantage on them. Another thing to note is when someone actually uses a UAV, you can't see it into the sky. Like I pulled out my rocket launcher trying to find this, you can't find it. So when a UAV's up, you can't really hide from it unless you're in a certain distance away. And the last perk on perk 2 is Pointman. On Warzone, all members of your team earn more money from completed missions. Now I've already done a video on this which you're going to be able to check out, but the scavenger missions, the hunted missions and the capture the flag little mini objectives that you can do, when completing these give you cash. So with Pointman on, everyone else is going to earn a lot more money by doing missions altogether. So you could have one member of the team using this perk. If you're always strapped for money on this game, definitely consider using it. Okay, moving over to perk 3 now, and we've got Tune Up, which in Warzone is going to reduce the revive time by 25%. I definitely think someone should have this on, so you can just pick people up very, very quickly with this. It's going to help a lot more, especially if your teammates keep getting downed because they're being noob. Amped is another good one as well, especially if you're using Overkill. You can switch between your weapons pretty fast. You can have a sniper out and then instantly switch to your assault rifle if they get close. Definitely a good perk to have on. Then you got Shrapnel, which is going to give you an extra explosive. Maybe if you're using a sniper and you got a sniper class, you could have 2 claymores and get in the ultimate camp position, but I don't really rate it too much here. Then you've got Battle Hardened, which reduces the strength of enemy flash, stun, EMP and gas effects. You're immune to snapshot grenades as well. Like I told you before, stun grenades are insanely OP right now. If it's a 1v1 and you stun someone and they've not got Battle Hardened on, you will kill them pretty easy. So definitely consider having Battle Hardened on. Next you've got Spotter, which is see enemy equipment, field upgrades and kill streaks through walls. Mark them for your team and also hack enemy claymores and proxy mines and everything else. Now, if you're in a place with loads of buildings, let's say you're in the main city centre or you're in a lumber yard, it's a place where you normally find quite a lot of claymores, especially in the buildings. When you're climbing up the elevator, someone's still going to leave a claymore there. Good perk to have on. I definitely think at least one teammate should have this on. It's going to be extremely beneficial if you do and prevent a lot of deaths. Next you've got Tracker, which you're going to see footprints of your enemies. Very good if you're chasing someone down who's running away from you. You can obviously just catch up with them and get them. Definitely for me on perk 3, it's either going to be between Battle Hardened and Amped. And then you've obviously got, you know, Tune Up and Spotter, which I think should be spread out between your team. Someone should take different perks. If you're the main guy who's getting kills, definitely consider Battle Hardened or Amp. And guys, that is pretty much it for the Warzone perks, really. I hope this has helped you. If it has, leave a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe to me. I post daily videos and it's going to be about Warzone every single day. And leave a comment on your setup. I want to know what perks you actually use in the game, or if there's anything that I've not covered so far. As always, guys, I shall see you in the next video.